Hello, my name is Manuel Delgado, physical therapist here at Carson Tahoe Health. I've been asked to discuss the topic of stretching. Well, there's two types of stretching. There's static stretching, and then also something I'd like to introduce is dynamic movement. Now, static stretching is the traditional stretch that we all have performed in the past, where we actually assume a certain posture, and then we hold that stretch for approximately 20 or 30 seconds. Unfortunately, recent research has determined that static stretching may not be the best stretch to perform. The reason why: it can decrease muscle strength, it can reduce or delay reaction time, it can also reduce balance, and it can reduce mental alertness. The dynamic stretch will be incorporating multiple muscles by performing a certain activity, and that activity may simulate the sports activity or the movements that you're going to be undertaking. I'm going to give you 4 examples of dynamic movements. The first is a simple modified partial squat to a full squat. You can perform these 5 to 10 times. Second stretch we're going to do, or dynamic movement, is a basic knee to chest, where you pull the knee up, hold for approximately 2 or 3 seconds, and then return to the floor, grabbing the other leg. Third dynamic movement is grabbing the ankle and pulling. Again, holding balance with our uninvolved leg. Reaching across, pulling up. For the upper body, what we can do is simple arm and shoulder movements. Starting small and rolling to a larger movement, and then going back. For our skiers and our snowboarders, a perfect dynamic stretch would be incorporating a trunk twist with our modified or full lunge. Twisting to the side and moving direction, so you bring in your adductor muscles and your trunk stabilizers. You can even go backwards. In addition to our prior dynamic stretch example is a movement in which you perform a hip flexion with abduction. From the side, incorporating explosive hip flexion movements, which are also called Frankensteins, can also improve blood flow and reduce the possibility of injury. During spring and summer, we may have sports that incorporate throwing activities. So what we'd like to do is, when we do our lunge, how about pulling the elbow across, If you're interested in more dynamic movements or anything related to fitness, please feel free to contact our physical therapy department or introduce yourself to any of our physical therapy staff. They'd love to share information regarding fitness and program design.